record?
Yes.
Okay. So last time we started from quantity. We did quantity. As you can mute if you're not talking. You can mute. You don't want to hear a conversation, the other side. We're recording, so if there will be too much noise, it will be difficult for others to follow through the lecture. Okay, we started with our quantity here. Quantity, we just used the random between. If you remember, random between meaning you have the lowest number of 1 and the highest number of 15. You use random between, you type equal sign random between. Then you open bracket 1, 15. Then you drag up to the end, you copy and paste the special. You bring these numbers, then you go on conditional formatting. Okay. I think the video is there. Then sales before tax, we are just multiplying here. We are multiplying the price times the quantity. Okay. So you just type equal sign F4 times G4 or G4 times F4. Then you get the answers. And then you enter, you drag up to the end, you autofill. Okay. The video is there to be uploaded after this lecture. Okay. Sales after tax, we are just adding tax. So when you're adding tax, you put 1 plus tax in the brackets, then equal sign the sales before tax times the open bracket 1 plus tax, then close bracket. So more clarification on the video. Those who are not there, maybe you can watch the video. We'll upload it today after the lesson. Okay, this is what we call relative referencing, because you are not using any defined cells here to calculate your variables. Then you go to administration fee. Administration fee on the dashboard, if you check, or in the question, if you check, we are adding 10% of the sales to each sale as administration fee. Okay, so we are just adding 10%. So what you do is we calculate administration fee separately at 10%. So if you want, you can put even 10% at the end there. Okay, administration fee at 10%. Okay. And when you add the administration fee to the sales, you get the sales, the total sales after tax, your total sales after tax, because we have added the administration fee to the sales after tax, and we get a total sales with the administration fee already added. So this is the sales. This is the money we expect to receive. Okay. Now the issue that we had was understanding the question on installments. Initial payment, first installment up to the third installment. So after that clarification from, is it Vincent who asked Madam Sarah Mbewe? Meaning we need to come up with our own assumption. The question do not give us the assumption. But in many scenarios, you are given assumptions. Okay, so what are the assumptions we are going to come up with here? We are going to come up with the assumption that some companies will end paying, they will pay this, will pay up the full installment in the second month. Okay. For clarification, initial payment is month 1. Okay. If I'm very fast, please, you can just tell me that I'm fast, so that we slow down for the sake of our colleagues. So this is month 1. Okay, I'm just putting it here for the sake of explanation. I'll remove it. This is month 1. This is month 2. Okay. This is month 2. This is month 3. This is month 3. Okay, this is month 4. This is month 4. Okay, this is month 4. These are the months. This is how a payment ordinarily supposed to be made. I hope you are clear. So there are some range here. So if you are unable to get me, please just tell me. Now what we do is we need to come up with the assumptions here, okay? Okay, we'll come up with the assumptions here.
Continue. Good afternoon.
Okay.
Everyone.
We'll write down here assumptions because these are not given, so these are assumptions. Okay, for us to answer those questions that are there. Assumptions. Okay, so assumptions in number 1. Okay, we get let's copy the institutions. We copy the institutions here. And let me just redo this. Okay, I want to copy and paste here. Okay. Okay. That's what you have done, eh? So let's go and define. Let's go and define these names on the institutions there first before you go in very far. Let's go and define those names, those institutions. So define Trade Kings is just like Trade Kings the way it is. Okay. We define ABSA. Okay. We define Chiranga Cement the way it is. We define it like that. Then we define Airtel. Then we define the last one, Zanaco. Okay, we have defined, right? Please, this is an interactive lecture. If you are behind, just tell me that you're behind. So assumptions on what? On payment. On payment. Payment mode. Okay. So is it? This one is it? We're going to put here status. Okay. Status CA here. Is it status? Yes. So this is a status of the payment. Okay. So meaning our assumption is Trade Kings. Okay. Okay. Let me just move these ones a bit down. A bit down. Here I want to bring institution and bring it here. Then status should come here. They'll remove it there. Okay. Are we following? Are we following? Okay. So Trade Kings, let's make an assumption that it will make a full. It will make a full payment. Full payment in year in year 2. Okay, in year 2. Equally, this one will make its full payment in year 2. The upside. It's an assumption.
Is it year or month? It's supposed to be. Are we looking at years or months in terms of the payments?
Yeah, in month 2. Yeah, yes. Thank you very much. In month 2. Thank you very much for that. Which means you are following M2. Yeah, M2 or month 2. To month 2. Okay. So meaning even ABSA, let's assume that it will make a full payment in month 2. This one will make a full payment. Let's assume that Chilanga will make a full payment in month what? Month 3? We agree? Okay. But for you to make it differently, you can make your own assumptions at the end of the lesson, so that it's not the same. So it will make a full payment. So let's just edit here. It will make a full payment in month 2. Okay. So you can here, we copy this one, we come here. Okay. So this one now we're saying in month 3. This one will make its full payment in month 3. Okay, even equally this one. This one will make its full payment in month 4. Okay. In month 4. So these are the assumption which is supposed to be given in the question, but we'll make an assumption ourselves because we haven't been given. For us to come up with a nested if statement, these are the assumptions we're supposed to have in our heads, that this company will make a full payment in which month. Okay, for us to know that it has paid. And we know that these are the discounts. Okay, these are the discounts. You're only given discount in year 2 and year 3. If you make your payment, so if you make a payment in year 4 going forward, you are charged 10%. Okay, you are charged 10% on top. So those are we are given these ones in the question for the discounts. But for these ones, when they make their full payments, so it's not given in the question. Okay, so this is our assumption now. And assumption may be different to other persons. So this one may assume different, this one may assume different. So now we go to our question. So this is the status of those companies. Okay. Now we go to, so everyone will make an initial payment, right? Any question before we go very far? Because now where we're going, we need very much attention. Any question before we go very, very, very far?
Cochino, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you, Mr. Vincent?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, I've noticed that you've added the month 1, month 2, up to month 4, right on top of the payments. There's initial payment, first payment, second payment, and third payment.
Here was just for explanation. I just wanted to
explain, just for explanation purposes.
Yes, in case someone, but where is month 1? This initial payment will be done in the first month. The first installment will be done in the second month.
In second, Okay.
Yes. So just
All
like
right.
that up to the last
I,
installment.
okay. I know as we progress to the next part of the question, we haven't defined the what do you call this? The payments. The fair 10%, 2 months
Yeah, the
discount.
discounts. No, those ones will come later to them. For now, let's define.
Okay. All
We
right.
have defined these companies, right?
Yes.
We'll define those ones. Now, what I want us to define
The
as well.
companies have been defined. Yes.
Now, I want you to define also these ones here. Okay. So
Which
these
ones?
we need to write them first. We need to write them the way they appear here on top. The first installment, the second installment on the dashboard. You have seen here we have written the word first. You haven't written the number. So when you go on the
Okay.
dashboard here, you should equally write the word first.
Okay.
So this one will be the word first here.
You've missed, aren't you starting with the initial?
Initial is okay. Initial is okay the way it
Okay.
is. So first installment, we write the word first. First, instead of the number. When
Okay.
you use when you're going to use the if statement there, it will refuse if we don't. Okay. First installment. Make sure the spelling is correct. You go to second installment. Okay, second installment. Make sure the installment word is correct. Okay, I've put a full stop at the end. Make sure there's no full stop both sides. Okay, because even that full stop might bring problems. So the third installment, you're going to put THI there. THI. Okay, I'll preface capital letter. Okay, third installment like that. Okay. Now we can define these ones, right? Let's define them. Okay. Okay, can we define them as the M1, M2, M3, and M4? Okay. So initial payment, you're going to define it as what? M1, eh? So let's define.
Coach Eno, the ones we're defining were the percentages.
Yes, now we want to define the words. Where there's a word, the initial payment.
Oh, okay.
Me,
I'd gone to the words. Sorry, let me just go to file manager and delete these descriptions.
So they on the payment, not on the percentage. So we have changed it. We have changed the words there instead of 1 and 2 and 3. Now we're going to change now there and put the words because we want them to match with what we have written on the data. Okay. Now initial payment, you're going to go on definition, files, formulas, go and define name. Okay, you're going to type it as month 1. This one you define it as month 1. Month 1. Okay. Are we okay? Month 1 has been defined. Okay, this one you're going to define it as month 2. month 2, right? Okay, then this one, month 3, okay? Month 3. Yes, last one, month 4. Okay. People are just too quiet. Are they okay? Madam Tali, are we okay?
Yes, Coachino, we're okay, we're following.
Okay. These ones we defined already, right? These ones we defined, the way we define them is fine, the way they are, the percentages. Okay. What else do we need to do on the dashboard? I think that's all. We defined the institutions already. Okay, we can go now to hope we are also doing at the other side there. Okay. Any question before we proceed? Any question?
Can I just see how you define the other percentages for first installment, second installment, and third installment?
Okay. These ones you can define them the way they appear here. The names will come. The way I've written them here, that's how they will come. The payment and stuff there. The initial payment, the first payment. Okay, we have defined different names. Okay.
Okay.
Just click on the 25%, then the name will come. Just define the way it will come. Okay. Now we continue. So we are going to write now the formula in initial payment. Usually what do we want to see? A figure you want to see here is the initial payment is 25% of the total amount. Okay, that's what we want to see there. But we are going to use the if statement to come up with what was supposed to be here. So we're going to type equals if we tab equals if what? If this initial payment, this header here on top, if it's initial payment, okay, but because it's our header, you see, so we need to lock the L. When you lock the L, you go on the L here, come on the formula, on the formula bar after the opening bracket, go on shift, then go on 3, on 4, the dollar sign. You put a dollar sign before L and you put a dollar sign after L, you lock. That's how you lock. Okay, after you have locked, so if this one is equals to what? We go to dashboard, okay? Is equals to month 1, eh? So we go on the dashboard. Okay, we didn't put an equal sign, that's why it is ringing like that. Let me just start once more. If this one, I lock. Let me lock again. We lock the L. We are remaining with 2 minutes when you will log in again. So if this initial payment equal sign, you put an equal sign. If it's equals to, you go on the dashboard. If it's equals to this, okay? Then comma, what are the results that you want? You want this percentage, the percentage, this one which you defined already, 25%. Okay, but let's put a closing bracket first here because we also respect board math. Let's put closing bracket here, then a comma, a closing bracket, okay, a closing bracket, then comma, open bracket, okay, times initial payment times what? Times initial payment times we go on our data. We want it to multiply by our total sales after tax, okay? Okay, our K4. Okay.
Cochino,
Yes, sir.
you have to repeat yourself. I've just logged in. I know you've moved. Finish up the step.
Okay, then you close bracket. Okay. We're waiting. We're only remaining with 1 minute, so we'll just start again. Let me just do it to restart it again since I saw you were just
Okay.
coming in. We are remaining with
thank
1
you.
minute. Okay, so let's just restart it from beginning with full 40 minutes. Please, when we are logged out, let's just log in so that we start together. Let's not delay.
Okay, Cochino, and
Yes.
I know on the payment method, we had on the payment, not on the percentage side, on the payment, that's on the dashboard. Description for the payment. I know the percentages of there's initial payment, first, second,